My experience in the transformational breath seminar was pretty crazy. Before I went there, I wasn't sure if I was going to go to a seminar. I wasn't sure if it was worth it, because I'd done the presence process by Michael Brown, and it has the consciously connected breathing and a lot of powerful stuff with emotional integration and etc. And I was thinking about it for a long time, if it was really worth it to take the time for yourself. By the way, basically 1 week, 6 days only for yourself, only to work on yourself, which is actually pretty uncommon to do that for most people, right? And also the travel and money. But at some point it was just like, fuck it, I have to try it. So I went there and wasn't really sure what to expect. Although you always have expectations and thoughts about it, right? And how it's gonna be. And they usually turn out different than what you think. And this was not an exception to that. I was very shocked by the power of the sessions there. They had some short ones and they had some longer ones. And because you had multiple a day, every day, so it was pretty intense stuff. And it was also mixed in with some teachings and social stuff and etc. So it was, yeah, a little bit of everything, kind of. But the breathing session was, it was breathing, there was some different ones, but the normal ones was breathing with the mouth, deeply and fully and connected without the pause. And they also had what is called body mapping, which is certain points, like problem areas or trigger points, where you put the hand or put some pressure, even like weight pillows also actually is used. And you're also sitting in different position based on where you have problem breathing, in your stomach for example, or if you have problem in the chest, could be laying down or sitting slightly up or bringing your knees up. So it was very much very detailed and very very professional, and amazing how you could figure out so much only from watching your breathing. It was telling a whole story about you, and how effective it was also. And it was mostly women there, so maybe for me, it was a guy, it was like a little bit extra challenging. But basically you start with the constant breathing, and for such a long time, it's up to 1 hour, it's the stuff is just gonna come up, so you have no choice. So it's all kind of stuff can happen, and it's gonna be different, of course, from different people. But you're gonna feel some emotions, that's for sure, and it's gonna be some kind of opening up, and also you're gonna feel all kind of crazy thing like vibrations, suddenly tingling, and suddenly there was like heat in the top of my head, like almost like a kind of almost like boiling boiling over. So it was pretty wild at times, pretty intense at times, but it was in a good way though. Of course it's very challenging to go through all of that, and it's kind of like you get tired in it's kind of like you did a lot of work instead of like physical exercise or something. It's like more emotional mental, spiritual exercise for the most part. And also the experience to have it in a group with other people, and with the also a lot of facilitators, that was very special. And you're basically being kind of intimate in a way with strangers, and opening up also. And that was a very unique thing that I think you cannot really right, you cannot experience it just sitting alone at home in your couch or whatever. So it's only that is taking it like to the next level. And then the wisdom and intensity and everything, the techniques and stuff, also the music. And they also had something called toning, where they would be you would basically say different sounds, almost like scream in certain cases. Was also very powerful, even though it could sound a little bit crazy. So I think that is also taking it to a different level again. And it was impressive, the whole breath teaching and how deep it went. And they've been having it for many years, right? So I think I haven't checked out so many different ones, but I think that is one of the most powerful and all around and wise, if that's the right word, I don't know, but professional or authentic teachings that there is around the breath and breath work. I'm sure there's other good ones also, but they also have kind of different, maybe, target area. So maybe this is more for the emotional healing, but it's not only about that also, right? You also get all the physical bonus effects kind of from it also, from all the oxygen. So you get the health effects also, but some other breathwork models maybe focus more on like just have some crazy experience for a short time, do some crazy breathing, and then maybe it's not always the best. But what I liked about this is that it's actually helping you to like develop the healthy natural breathing day to day in general, not only when you're doing it, right? So we kind of disconnected from that, from all the shit we've gone through. So we started to fuck up our breathing pattern, right? Holding it and pausing between our breaths, and it's shallow breathing, it's not deep, and etc. So it's helping to give you practice, kind of opening up the breath, both for the sessions and also for the rest of your time, right? So that was a very good thing. So yeah, there's probably a lot more I could say, but yeah, you're always gonna forget something. But basically, my experience was pretty crazy. It was a humbling experience, vulnerable at times, and also very powerful and empowering and healing experience. So I was very happy I didn't listen to the doubting ego mind, or whatever you want to call it, and that I took the chance